Everything for high juicy news. Mema Obibia Kwaba. I had the latest hot and Aremeyaw Bremo. And so we can subscribe to channel area. Bomodian say obe subscribe. Róbbery say obe click a year the subscribe button. Now barely notification. We understand video for free be upload with the first person once ebe can. Yes video. Afenyo we are now like video no. Give us a thumbs up. Na fe share ma wo foforo so na when you be here. Na ensem dodo na ra ekoso ewo Ghana memo hanu afi yemura ye ensem a abeto ye pono so yinti eye sa report ya ababetu je sanko mo yimuma yinti
Ivan young ko era adubwahene ene ne yere ene suyu attorney general and yoko over 200 bailout condition with the mamo.
Yeah, I think that so utie nema akoso under this particular adubwahene and then the year issue ya highlight the stance and not corruption.
Ato FM 92.3
in the Akufo Addo administration, and it also affirms the fact that the Bianameka said or mine and opinion in that no. Oh, so anybody at all could just do anything and get away. And these are the evidence I give credence to those claims that I made at the time. Say or mine opinion be any. Because there is no civilized democratic institution that thrive on institutional credibility or the year Duma. Some of the near my course are brandy with me, no other course without raising red flags for financial intelligence unit or other criminal investigative bodies or many clues that this is exactly what is going on. But I'm saying corruption became the order of the day. Obi a yebi, baby obi a wobiano or yebi. So it came to the point that even people who were not even smart, people who were not even knowledgeable, attempted to do it because and rather my catcher say crime everywhere is a very sophisticated and compressed enterprises. Nipo mo are very smart people. The last time I make about Okon Nepal, there were a group of doctors. They specialize in pseudo medicine. What they do buy see a free medical surgery amamo na yenso ya padu fudie na amamfo ko when about 3 years after we ko check kidney na ba ko ni ho. This particular team was harvesting organs. Nepal, that particular is on the internet, you can read about it. Nepal and they blew up. So I know the Nepal no mo ko surgery ni bia 5 years after no ba ko na kidney 1 and the taraho. This is how sophisticated crime has become. By the time of more year, no, they were doing it on the grounds of humanitarian way, clouding their back. You didn't see, and criminals around the world are winning more. You ever say, "Obi to say Mexico, Abrante your GD be friend air chapo the most. You ever say the smartest drug baron ever liver. I was asking we so operated for 15 good years, for 30 good years. He was able to operate for so many years. So you have kwanya abrante we fast wa oye the oye o krom hana nemana oye ni nyina. He was given traces, he was given your friend saying red flags and as a forum, but anam say institutions na any ready, you know, and I can even say he was even being aided by state institutions. Because want to mean konko create account a state institution account now a clone in a private form as signatories the bank transferring any money at any point in time know who are the signatories and the directors of this particular way, yet they were transferring money from that one account to the other account.
It's almost a syndicate. It's like they're also part of it.
So that's what I'm saying, is that this whole investigation should be a comprehensive one.
Yeah.
Because you can't just go to bank, say me remove $1 million. Now they go to your bank. It doesn't happen anywhere. So nema na omo ye ne ya de ultim so obi ase bi na dwemu no se onyansa na onimo se ade no so efofo no ena very often so obi a commit crime, the last thing you want to bring on board is your family. Criminals will do everything to shield their family from their criminal enterprises. But this gentleman registered a company. He knows that particular company was acting as a Ponzi scheme, yet his wife was a director. It's just that so childish. So what besides was about the same as I'm Nipo margin to say no opportunity to be in government. And where he was working an intelligent organization, National Brew, your father says Signals Brew. Their job is intelligence gathering and those kind of cyber security, cyber crime, and so forth. And this is an organization you need intelligent, smart people to do. But Adam said politics has been chipping in that way. No, that is the guy. I had Nekokoto all siphoning millions of dollars from state account to personal account, and he was using the same thing, buying properties all over. And these transactions were going through banks. Even criminals now maybe because they knew that a Neman criminal, El Chapo and your friends Pablo Escobar and co. Their monies were not going through the bank. No. The only time you see their money going through the bank is after the money has been washed through a proper and legitimate business. So they were parking their monies in the bush. But wait, this is what he has done. So the way a man for TSC Kromo defending and as a form. Me say there are many crimes that were committed under Akufo Addo. There are similar by design, there are similar by creation. And in the coming days, said the Attorney General can a lot of these things will come up. But me, I'm happy the evidence that has been gathered so far enough to initiate prosecution. Said the Attorney General can because we need to send the message loud and clear to people. Say being in government, any avenue to amass wealth to yourself. But number a privilege and opportunity that has been given to you. Say, bra, number some of mine. Now, oh, some of mine now. Or mine be to ya they will say, if a town on Sabeka, but not monies that are meant. See, I'm finding development. I'm finding way. Now, I could afford in Sabum. Nine greed na money in the world to my citizen. How on earth now one person better $1 million wouldn't just can in your sika. Now I call estate. Now I could Yaka 27 buildings in a day. 27 and there were other buildings he was paying your friends extra. Yeah. And you see, when you look at this whole discussion, a man for say of $7 million, that is not true. Because a diner or one place that Sikana and Kasakra $7 million. Because each of the house, amounted to over about $279,000 per each. Now, what the 27 buildings are you saying? Actually, say other projects in Sikano, Neman or Tutona Bontin, there are extra cash. We need to find where those monies came from. I'm on fire you. So this is how a minor bre yanam IMF for Bobosia and Kragu Biase school feeding the 70 pesos and a feeding cry at some point Yakasaya no more the bar 1 cedi 50 pesos now one person in a year were buying huge properties. Our you knows haya ubia nimsa this is what they were doing. And these people sorry Bawumia also at some point who video will be circulating on social media. This criminal was in a church telling people how or not taking advantage and opportunities by Nyankopon ye been in as a forum. And we do this nasty stuff to cover the tracks in the criminal activities on the background. So me, I'm happy that we are here. But there is something we must also look at and opinion may can say. You see, issue never say you focus on Adubuahin, Wakofa Sika, or your MPP ni, or you say what we are Sika, what you say. Then I know the day, the systemic weakness now these people were able to exploit, we don't look at it. Yeah. Because Nyama Ekos said there are a lot of structural weaknesses in our governance system that we need to look at. Because in any proper administrative setup, you can't be channeling these monies to personal accounts. I just say free, so I'm buying free, so no, these things, financial intelligence organizations, BNI or FBI or BNI, National Security, they should have identified this.
Well, there's auditing.
But National Security, Sabi and some Hurunin as a phone and the party boys and as some point, you want to go to your friends saying, quote, you know, white as shop no money, Sabin class, some crown of Monam no moody. I dream I had a year intelligent work crew, Nibi. No, my said what me identify some of these things. What are some American? So I think, sir, we need to strengthen these institutions and make sure, sir, some of these things happening at the grounds, we should be able to identify them, not as a way. Because what's an answer money way, lucky I understand the tutor Japadia Ukroman or after one thing. You can find these assets and freeze them, maybe sell them and recoup your money. But what about those who are first funnel through back door to Panama account and then as a form elsewhere? How do you recover? You understand? So I think there's a Nema way should serve as a lesson for us. President Mahama said or reset it. I think that resetting should include some of these measures. Even there will be transfer seeker above $100,000 from the bank account to where there should be a number of queries that you need to go through. What I say? What the UK will be transfer $10,000 pounds and now £20,000 but to accounts man. The next time no you have a call from any of the financial intelligence organization asking you how you got the money. There was this guy in America. What is that? There's a Ghana force and this camano. Not or their talker nor their ba. Issue by a beg, no. He was in court. He was charged with money laundering and as for them because huge monies were passing through his account or money away and where those monies were coming from. You understand? That is how we need to structure the system. Very often you see there are a lot of young people you know. Answer number by look at Eugene Ahen. Within a short period, look at how this guy was able to amass so much wealth to himself and several other individuals. So Akufo Addo amamono bebu yene de. Chale, wa mebu omanyo. The guy came purposely to enrich people. Omo de any generational wealth. We say generational wealth na Akufo ne wia. Now they are setting the entire family up. And that is the kind of plan they set in motion. So Akufo wia mana kanwa mo nse sika na wia no can take care of about 4 generations. And that's exactly what they are doing. Adubo investment you are sika or fire or the near. It's not for him. It's for the generation to come, No, china, nana no nana idea catch us oh papa mobra. Not knowing say we are na papa nya kwenya ba ba mu no be wi o man sika. And I think that these are some of the things that we need to do.
FM 92.3
setting message ebasa na wa any your friends say ask any other food be of endeavor wo ye adwuma abo man no aya e ma wo feel some kwasa adwuma na wo ye what are some na make no e ma wo because just imagine or medical doctor or not ward baby oh yeah surgery in as a form onya needle prick blood splashes all over his eyes but some is on the 12,000 13,000 they kofie na obiti ha sika bosume be so be sorting the girlfriend out okra no so change the medical doctor ti baby here so no dey dying for that country no ubenya no hefa. I think we need to begin to rewrite the whole political narrative no na eno na betimi address intelligent mind into the political fold. Now, yes, I know trust me, a lot of idiots will be coming onto the platform. They will take advantage and they will be making money, and the country will never move. It's the reason why the last 72 or 68 years after independence, everyone here for a sikafo are still a sikafo or muko the white gap no keep widening. So yeah, serious research here. I think that research must include some of these structural reformations that has to be done to ensure such a Nyaman will not even exist at all for people to take advantage. And again, Omo press conference as well. That is why you see them Afenyo Markin and Kono. You see they are lost cause. Nobody should even pay attention. They are fortunate they have a media that will give them that oxygen of publicity. For me, these are irrelevant guys so far as where we are is concerned. Nobody should even pay attention. We should focus on the larger vision of making sure Obi a we mind sika bia amfa kwan bia papa so na fire no. Is the reason why Ghanaians voted for President Mahama when he said that he will fight corruption. And that point, Ghana for are ready to support him to weed those people out. And that is what we need to do at this time. So for me, I think we need to focus on those things, making sure on my Obi ordinary sabo man sika bia no, you don't go so and also sending message loud and clear to those Obonya Akwenya under the current John Mahama administration said, once a day will come, you will be like your friends are Dubois, because you will not steal for somebody to come and sit on radio and defend you. Now we are no any idea. What are and such nonsense will not happen.
Of course. I don't have a force
because when we are the Sika Bedi now at radios now what are some mechanics? We need to make sure that people work well and fix the problems. Nipa bebrenya some fast. Sika Abranti Tamko, you know the number of schools on Kabeti built our hinter areas and as for farm for a pim for that from no more and Kweku Annan so bridge cran so now what asasa sika wena eto de no mu probina na kwabra ne asasa microphone and see the or your press conference such nonsense. I'm not sure that we should entertain some of these things.
Alan grabbed so a member of the NDC. Alan, so quick one on the Dubois issue and now a narrow issue, no, and I wrap it up on the ECG and the missing containers, which I'm told 40 has been found somewhere, and Biswa Yakoton cables, no, at Chinese company are more daily in scraps.
You see, we A curtain razor.
The you know,
a curtain.
Your own curtain razors.
They were a curtain razor. Now,
Ato FM 92.3.
And they saying, I want another down Akufo Addo. I'm a moon.
Osono mambo na esesa we ya na osono papa na osono nana de.
Kind of for your table.
You understand? Now, Okwabani etimi efa $2 million each year. In the name say yes sky trip. Meanwhile, infrastructure no crowd the preliminary settings in the crowd no and Ukraine hono. In South Africa each year. And the money padas in. Na sa nipa we eti wa bem. Na wonim say sika we ko. O siketa port. No age hu manager. Buzumbia Uchianeka. Uchianeka for about 6-7 years. I would not be making
Port to be anyhow.
Plot to be anyhow.
And so yes, you walk it up port
and containers and they see on them. Oh, they say a bear saying and then motivating a brand to be say on your oil. The first transaction $1 million. The second transaction $500,000. The other transaction $294,000. Na sesika we efi abrantie we ho ba no. Na ye bisa ho say
Juma Ben no ye.
Juma Ben no ye. Na say
Ato FM 92.3.
Ye nim say every institution at least if not for anything else twice in an accounting year there's auditing.
Yeah.
But the financial there's auditing. And so so animal fire at the auditing whatever resource and I say sika omo de ma say enfa nyi adwuma e woda Ghana Signal Bureau and a kwan ben so mo fa de yesi e de adwuma I need to aban a hote so no but the body so no ankasa structures on no ankasa one we create our establish a check system no enti me an check ehun sa loophole we I need to abranti we eti ko baby ekokwoje na baako 50 eboso no ato no chiaka we ninkola mu na ehu no na other people no that is a more reason why me ma say America na say yeah papa his excellency John Dramani Mahama this is na Ivan kan no o say Ghana for to abama o
Yeah.
if he say him say e kwan aban we ene ya faso no omedie ni ayeden ache omama ya tena ahochemu ache ye di yaw ye ni 18 su ye nim de obeka ya asem amaye na wo mugide sese wo ba wo na obetimi aka ya asem ade ayeden edamaye enti anamo ye etu no eya anamo ewuhia kese se more of this rot no we need to unravel them.
I said that is why he said there should be a fast track court
Yes.
to expedite this corruption
We
cases.
need not to delay on issues of this because there are more of them out there. Because say we said that the amount involved $9 million is that not it?
Yes.
Now the other $43 million no man so there. So far what got and so
Cecilia, dapaah.
you understand?
Yeah.
And other sectors, money that has been given to them, na enya feria. Na ene
Ato FM
okwara ni timi nya
92.3.
akukudwo. Etimi ekokugina simpie so no de obi ntimi bodunu. Wom required wa to Ghana Cathedral no. Na wadi eniamo nsem eti sesei. Na obewie na bon a wutu ye no. Untimi enlay concrete anase bibia anase structure bia ko se edu baby. No wie wetimi akokugina simpie so. You are a man of yourself because of things of this nature.
What him say, Okan Cathedral Seminole Archive. Me receiving report me say now, Juma around that air cliff. A report to say now, Oshe a cathedral no, I'm not able to hear now. It's pretty mosquitoes.
Yes,
it's pretty mosquitoes.
What do you say? And you have characters like and things of this
And
nature.
every
And we have character, and this thing has been with us for solid 7 years, another 6 years. And monies have been pumped into this, and at the end of the day, nothing has been created. So why wouldn't you expect this? And at the end of the day, no, you have lawyers belonging to their fold.
Ato
Said your kind.
92.3.
Look, when your national youth employment, Abu Kapili, how many NDC people do you see following? I want to ask you. When the likes of Vito Salome and other people, what were the comments? Aye, papa, yeah. You understand?
Yeah.
But this one, Oma glorify the TV. And so among themselves, they can hold press conference to justify what has happened. And you have among themselves, you have lawyers who will go to court to defend this cause. Because that is their modus operandi. The person in question who has gone to court, our defender is the same person who was made a minister of works and housing. And at the end of the day, what happened to Saglame? Today we are talking about ECG.
Okay. Wrap up on the ECG. I mean, Ivan. So
yes.
Close to chapter.
Because the course no any be fufu. The reason why I cheat in Saglame under our watch, people have gone to Saglame at some point in time, have shown documentaries and other things about how the police was famished and how things were dead. We saw it. Then overnight, they have forgotten that there have been journalists who have gone there to do an assessment of the place.
Oh yeah.
You understand? And pictures have been shown of how bed, air conditioners, and everything were in place. Everything was set. They have forgotten. Under a twinkle of an eye, all these things were removed. They were sold in Ashamaye. Some of them were sold in Ashamaye. Yes. They say, na adimunu yedi aba oman we mu yedi ba be yade edi ama oman no enya abro ani beyia ebe yesen ena adimunu wato na scraps meanwhile nipa na wo de adwuma ne share nsa se onye clearance no enfama on that 2170 or 197 containers no sa nipa na ankasa no the credibility and as na hu on the ankasa enso so betimi access ade no o pre-finance no enti wo pre-finance no na o pre-finance se sika na wo de man onji sika no gogodi na ni man ngu port wo no mo ana na ebe wi no na wa san fa ho na container 40 feet container ada entache na yira mo obi kwan obi ehu ana ana se efa port no obi eni ho no ma ana. You see, these are serious issues.
Yeah.
And when you issue be our own, and your issue, I was say, this is a national crisis. It tells us the state of corruption and the state of TV and how TV was carried out in this country.
Oh, fire.
Because if not for anything, how can the 40 feet and your baku and your minu? We are talking about 1,347.
Yeah.
And 1,347, the expectation was 2,140 something.
Yeah.
2,140, which what was cleared was not even up to 800. Now who would have been sicker? And they are pre-financing. Sir, a friend is saying, nipa na or be clear at the end of the amount. And it's even said that even in the process, the procurement there were breaches in it.
Yeah.
And all these things were things that were known to government. Now, then, now we made them in Yamaba. Now me say Ivan and baby yi niam na mami na Ivan nisika a ode ba ba yi niam na mami na me ama sa da me ho no ma fisika na bia ma Ivan so on va wo yi niam na mami
Ashe
na wi na niam na ka ho no na niam ni ka ho no ma ekoko wi echi na niam no sumi
the graft bring you we just have about less than 10 minutes to wrap up. And Ivan, Fakakrana, Afi, me really a lot of messages about Nafi, me matam kakrasuna, for some rebel so that we can call it a day.
Yeah, citizen.
Yes.
I think we are very funny people.
As a country.
Oh, very, very funny people. Because this container says, for me, container be anyirai.
To you,
container
why? Why do you think so? Say container.
Nemana ye kan ho asem no. Enya se obi de mako akoto asaba market na obi akoha ho machan kwakofa na ye hu ni bakro. We are talking about shipping
92.3.
Do you know the processes that you need to go through before you pick a container from your friends airport? You know the process. So there is no way. And you see, me who platform here, MPP platforms. And I'm 1 year a month for most container no moody and creating an impression say the Mahama buy in a month for Kubiako. Now I say these people don't even understand what is happening. Because this thing happened even before the Mahama took over.
Yeah.
What does everyone make say? So for them to be painting those pictures and as if for as if say the Mahama buy in a month for Kubiya, your friend is near man freeway, no. It's a way of seeking some cheap and as a false equivalence. So yes, mobile that kind of social media, no, and that is completely different from what happened in this particular instance. I'm told, sir, Abra during transition period, you know, that minister, or energy minister, no, we are yeah. Early stages of the transitional period, you know, that is when people started pulling these things from the pot. In the name of national security, and you can go and check those things there. In the name of national security, yes, in the name of national security, yes, so as to whether those at the port at the time, no, recorded details went through those before those things were picked, no. These are some of the things that we need to look at. And what beside I say, Sanema ya can once mean at a port for almost more than 1 year, which means that your crown about somewhere 2023, 2024 whole. And some of the items no more cry, no cry. Say ECG will need them in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
But Kwabrani togu ho na ojin sika and son of Kwako. Who by force meter be or changing the giddy. There is a press about one thing say Obiaba who feel so but changing meter don't allow them because the process has been halted. Me also someone who that communicate.
Oh yeah, me
yes. No more changing mood the other than them but there is a communication indicating say Obiaba who feel so but change meter don't allow them to change. That is the information out there. So clearly, Charles said people were in a haste using the electricity company of Ghana to make money, and that's exactly what happened. For instance, we are talking about the GRA, we are talking about Gapoha, we are talking about electricity company of Ghana. What can name of Frabontiamba? At the end of Beberman Niamana Port attracted a debt of 1.2 billion. More Dama can this is state to state. ECG and Kofi Usu company, and a ECG and company. This is a state institution. Wouldn't say they've been running at a loss. And the Niaman backgrounds are Omunisika or more clear. There are ways at the state to state level, no. You bet me to clear those things. Have your aunt now, Emma date na spy, Emma a kame guso. But Annam say ECG will be a media and you'll be a papa dear, no. These people are the same Akufo Addo buying left these things to sit at the port for more than 1 year. Am I kai guso? And the abine society no much as yet and go wouldn't say and yadas will be a behu. But the records, everything is there. So what I'm expecting is say other way or be a container be a let us follow the 4 steps. Because won't be Hong Kong Adiem from Pierre Brian go through any process. Let us go through the process and identify who gave the order and where the items are. I'm told, sir, so far they've been able to identify some somewhere.
40 now.
40.
Yes. So
individuals na yeah. So it's just a matter of just amassing these individuals. You interrogate them and if possible prosecute them. When your issue I say you're trying back and forth among for a who contain social media. No. We know how it happened unless you are ignorant about this whole process. Can and see and yache and a man for we don't even know when they started stealing some of these things from there because the thing has been at the port for so many years. Man for Januama a kaguso. So ECG got to a point. There is no way on Sika 1.1 billion Nakwakoyi near Mano and on Jamana Kaho and a man for so from. So Nippon no more yes, I near my Nippon me a Ghana for or more Kruma and Kofi. Then you also understand why state institutions like ECG they are in a debt. ECG the last time kind budget 32 almost billion Ghana cedis Canada almost. So then you know how the ECA came about. These are some of the things they do because and they are using the company to make money. Here and as for no be a producing power mass a cotton. Yes, a commercial and technical losses is 42%. Now more than make campaign and you have 42%. Obi a produce power, the power no produce. Wa produce power na masaje cotton. Was it technical and your friends saying we commercial losses say 42%. Now company no how can you be viable? And these are things that
Ivan, let me thank you this soft.
Yo, for winning a somewhat about better Yaponoso because so we are subscribe to channel here, but more than say over subscribe. Now I like video, don't give us a thumbs up, now share my wolf for so now when you be here now and somewhere also Ghana memoir. Also bet me otchere wondering after a year and some way now will comment box in in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.